Yo, so it's your boy Bryan Cox right here, and I wanted to do a little, I guess you call it inspirational vitamin of how you get started in the business. You know, the first step for me was really, you know, getting out here. I moved to Atlanta from Houston, and getting out here and really just pounding the pavement, and finding a company that saw my potential, and that company was Noontime Music. From there, Noontime Music, I met, of course, Chris Hicks, who's now EVP at Def Jam Records, Noonie Lee, who signed me, and currently is managing Lloyd, Ryan Glover, who now works at Turner. They had a company called Noontime, and of course, Terry Ross. Those four guys had a company called Noontime. At the time, you know, they had producers like J-Dub, who was a great inspiration to me, Jazzy Faye, who was a great inspiration, Teddy Bishop, who basically got me signed. Teddy Bishop and Jazzy Faye went to Noonie, told Noonie, yo, this cat is a young cat coming up. He's dope. We might want to, you know, get him on the team. That's how I got signed to Noontime. I did my first publishing deal when I was 19 years old. So from there, they put me in with Jagged Edge. Brian and Brandon Casey was writing songs over at Noontime. I met John Tay Austin during that period too. Started working with him, and Brian and Brandon, we started making these songs together, and it started sounding like an album. We were doing songs for other artists, and in the process of us making these songs, they started sounding like an album. And they were like, yo, we're gonna go play these songs for Jermaine Dupri for our album. Needless to say, they wanted to play the songs for Jermaine. Jermaine was like, yo, who is this cat who's making these records with you guys? I want to work with him. I think he has potential. So Jermaine put me in. At that time, I was still working with, you know, still doing my own thing with Noontime also. So it just seemed like it all happened simultaneously. As I was working with Noontime, working with Jermaine, all these songs started coming out at the same time. From Ideal, Get Gone, to Jagged Edge, She Can't Love You, to Absolute's record, to Tony Braxton, Lil Mo, Usher, Mariah. All these records started coming out around the same time. And the next thing you know, I had a bunch of records on the radio with Jermaine and without, and it was like a whirlwind started happening. And then now I'm 12 years later, here I am, you know, still working and still doing what I love to do, and doing it with the people who I started with. You know, Chris Hicks still managing me, along with Jaha, and of course I'm still working with Jermaine Dupri, as y'all can tell. Jermaine's my best friend, so it's been a journey. But I think the best thing for up-and-coming producers and songwriters to do is, number one, try whatever you can do to get your music heard. Right now you have so many different outlets, so many more outlets than I had when I was coming up in the 90s. That's a good thing and a bad thing, because of YouTube, because of MySpace, because of Facebook, because of Twitter, when you get so many different outlets, people kind of overlook it, because it's like, well, man, you know, I get hit every day about songwriters, producers, the whole nine, and you can kind of get swarmed. But you never know. You might have that one day where you're going through the stuff and you find something special. But it's just more outlets for you to get your music heard. So if you're a songwriter, producer, or artist, utilize every outlet you can to get your music heard. You know what I mean? You could do good quality things for cheaper now. When I was coming up, we didn't have laptops with Pro Tools and Logic and all that stuff on it at our disposal. I was making records in the room with an MPC, some D88s, DAT machines, you know, a CD burner. You know, it wasn't like that in 98, you know, 97, 98 when I started. You know what I mean? Now, it's, you know, you guys could get the best quality at a cheaper rate and faster than we did when I was coming up. So, songwriters, melody is everything. You know what I'm saying? The story is everything. So if you're selling yourself as a songwriter, understand that you have to have a great understanding of melody, have a great understanding of storytelling, because those are the songs that last the longest. You know what I'm saying? We can make fly-by-night records that, you know, kind of talk about what's happening right now, this, then, the third. You can make them records too. But at the end of the day, as a songwriter, you got to be versatile, and you have to know, like, yo, I got to make records that are going to stand the test of time also. At the end of the day, people go through the same shit that you go through. You know what I'm saying? So we fall in love, we fall out of love, People cheat on you. You cheat on people. I mean, you know, there's certain subjects that everybody goes through or been through, and they can directly relate to. If you're in the club, you know, people have club stories, people have love stories. Just talk about what you go through in your everyday life. Talk about life. Songs are life. You know what I'm saying? Your life is a song. You have the question, the age-old question: does art imitate life, or does life imitate art? We don't know. I don't know. I just kind of live in the moment. They kind of merge themselves in. So my advice to songwriters creatively is just live and write about what you live in. You know, be real to what you're doing in your life. You know what I mean? And grasp understanding of this business. Producers, if you're not a songwriter, if you're not a lyric melody guy or girl, get with a lyric melody person. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the key to selling these records out here. You can sell beats to rappers because they write songs, cool. But if you're trying to sell songs to artists, you have to have a song, man. You got to get with a hot lyric melody person, because if you know they're not in the beat buying business for R&B or pop. You know what I'm saying? They're in the song buying business. People buying songs. You got to have your song game on deck. You know what I mean? L.A. Reid, he's buying songs for Rihanna. You know what I mean? He's not buying beats. So these are some of the keys that I would give to up-and-coming songwriters. And I'm going to do different parts. I'm going to do a series about this. You know, between MusicXclusives, BlazeTrack.com, and my site, StudioExposed.com, I'm going to be doing like a series of this, so you understand the business aspect of it. You know what I mean? So this is part one. Big up to MusicXclusives.com, and you know, y'all have part two real soon. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I know it was a quick one. You know, we only have enough time to get this shit on YouTube and get it on whatever. But I'll be back with part two soon. All right.